Hey everyone, my name's Quaglon, or Andrew if you prefer. I'm a game developer with about 15 years of experience in the industry. I've worked on games such as Secret World Legends, Age of Conan, and currently on Conan Exiles. Today, for this roguelike review named Hades, one of the best, if probably not the best, roguelike game that I've seen. It's kind of, I think, from now on, set the standard, or it's kind of set the bar for other roguelikes. Before, it used to be, I would say, Binding of Isaac was kind of that, trendsetter and new kid on the block that was sort of guiding all the other roguelikes and all of the other things that were trying to breach into that genre. But now it's kind of been usurped by Hades, I'd say. It goes to show just how strong the systems in this game are and how, compelling the loop is in this game. And I think it's because of one crucial thing. And we'll see that as we go through the gameplay today here. It seems obvious once you hear it, but I don't think it is obvious if you don't really understand how these games work. That's the thing that I think that Hades really captures and really does for you, is that it makes death, that inevitable part of roguelikes and roguelites, that inevitable sting, the inevitable high that comes crashing down, leaving you kind of wallowing in the dirt of your last defeat. It takes that, and it makes it into one of the best parts of the game, one of the most rewarding parts of the game. And we'll find out how it does that exactly in this game here. So Hades is a roguelite action game. The premise of the game is that you are trying to escape. You are the son of Hades, the lord of the Underworld. This game is based on Greek mythology. You're Hades' son, and you find out that, spoiler alert, your mother is Persephone, and your father has lied to you about this the entire time. And once you find out, you kind of go on this quest to escape, to find your mother, and reunite with her on the surface world. And naturally, Hades, being the lord of the Underworld, does not want to let people escape. All these things here are keepsakes. The way you get these is kind of interesting too, because you get all this stuff, like you get ambrosias, you get darkness, you get gems, you get all sorts of things. All of them add up. You accumulate them all, and you're making decisions all throughout about whether or not you're going to go for something that's going to help you get more currency or something that's going to help you make your run better. That's Papa Hades. He doesn't like that I'm trying to escape. This is one of my favorite ones, the DAEDALUS hammer. It changes completely how your weapon works. I'm going to go with the skewer. Favorite weapon. The assault rifle. Just because it's so ridiculous. Like, the fact that you have an assault rifle in this game. Like, you have a spear, a sword, a hammer, stuff like that. Or, if you want to, you can choose an assault rifle with a grenade launcher attached to it. And this is the skewer. See, like, it goes and bounces between them now. So the game involves you going through different rooms and defeating all the monsters inside. Your goal is to take them all out with, taking as little damage as possible. And once you've cleared the room, you get a reward. Like you saw when we entered this room, that we have the lightning bolt. That means we get to talk to good old Zeus. So since we're using our special, which I believe is the right click. Like it says, special is your right click. We have the chain attack on it. So having another ability that kind of, or boon as they call them here, that boosts the same stuff is always a good idea to kind of, stack the odds in your favor as much as possible. What? That's a new enemy type. I haven't seen this one. The floating hands? I'm glad that they're still patching this game. Like, this game came out so long ago. I feel like it's been almost a year or so since this game had come out. And they're still adding new stuff. That's really, really cool. And it has fantastic artwork. Like, I love the pictures of all the different gods. My attack deals more damage and knocks foes away. I'm going to take it because it's epic. And I still use my attack. Even though I've been specializing in my right click, I still use the left click. Like, I still do this. Now we have, this is cool. We have three interesting choices. We can go here for a key. We could go here for gems. And then the little badge with a skull on it tells you that's going to be an elite encounter. So kind of like a mini boss. Or we could go inside here and spend some health to visit good old pal Chaos. I think I'm going to go for the Chaos thing. What it does is it ends up giving you a detriment that you have to overcome. You have a debuff for a little while, but then it turns into a really good buff. So we'll accept the boon of Chaos. For the next three encounters, each time you attack, you take 4 damage. But afterwards, your special deals 62% more damage. Now remember, our special is our right click. So all I have to do is not left click for the next few fights, and I should be able to get this one. It's a risk, but we're already upgrading our right click, so should be all good. But taking damage every time you left click is kind of rough. Let's grab some money. Oh, right. I stabbed. I just said that I shouldn't left click, and then what do? I just left click and hurt myself. Good job, Quaglon. Oh, I can stab now without hurting myself. Yes! I'm also like a really big fan of Greek mythology. I really got into it when I was in junior high school and stuff. Just gotta stay away from her, I think. Oh, I let her hit me. Oh, she walked through her own trap. Dodge. Oh, I walked through a trap. Now I can't be all like making fun of her either. I did the same thing. Yes, got her. The world isn't quite the same every time you go through it. It's not like you're just doing the same run and going through the same motions. The bosses like realize what's going on and they respond differently the more times you see them. And then the first boss changes like completely. Like Alecto is such a different fight than Megara. It's such a different fight from the other Fury too. I forget who the third one's name is, which really like amps up the replay value here. If you're interested in any sort of roguelikes, I think that this is probably one of the best roguelite experiences available at all. Like, you can't find better than it. So, the cool thing about this thing, this pool of purging. So, every time you beat a boss, you go into a room that's similar to this. You could heal up a little bit. You can change your keepsake, which is kind of, you know, little kind of buffs that you get. Mine is an extra life, which is pretty nice. You can shop for some stuff to get some buffs on your next runs. And the really cool thing here is you can sell some of the boons you've gotten. So, you know how we got Positive Outlook, we have Thunder Flourish, and we have Tempest Strike. You can sell them to get some money, and, you know, use that to try to hope that you get something better. So if you found an upgrade that you don't really like, you want to free up that slot for something else, you can sell it off here and kind of customize your build. For the bosses, you learn more about them by taking them out. So by taking down Theseus and Asterius, you can learn more about them. All right, we got to deal with the mini boss. That one's tough because they're homing. If those touch you, you get turned to stone. So you got to avoid those while also avoiding the giant guy falling on your head. And you don't want to get too close, like I just did there. I got turned to stone. Oh, that hurt. Like dealing with these two at the same time is kind of interesting because by themselves, neither of them are too much of a threat. But like when they're combined, there we go. They can be pretty rough to deal with. I'm just gonna hide back here. You can't touch me. I'm invincible. But what he does is he summons extra buddies. Yeah, you can't attack the main head until you've taken down all the other ones. Nothing can take me down. Oh, except that guy. Or that guy. Or that guy. Oh my gosh. No comfort from the bitter cold. I died. Oh gosh. I already died the first time. But now I gotta sit here casually and take it down. Hiding behind my tower of power. Goodbye, Hydra. Rest in peace. And all I get is a bunch of darkness. So all of the darkness that you collect on every run, it kind of is one of the best things about this game. Every time you do a run, you're getting lots and lots of different currencies. And you're like accumulating this giant jackpot reward. Once you die, that's when you get to cash in. You get to spend all that darkness you've accumulated, all the gems you've accumulated. You could give ambrosia to people and find out stories. You can talk with everybody in the tavern. Replenishes all use of Death Defiance. So if you've died, you get it all back. So since I died once, I think it's worth it to get one of them back. Here we go. Oh, we have to fight the big bad dad. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, look at him. He's flexing. Just because the game is named after you doesn't mean you could be all like weird about it. My strategy of staying behind rocks doesn't work because he just destroys all the rocks. Help me. No, he killed me. One life down. Hades has killed me once. I've got 3 more to go, Hades. He's almost dead, though. I died again. Did we get him? Wait, why does he get a full heal? Ow, like, ow, no, ow, ow. Oh, that hurts. No. Doggy. Who's a good boy? Yeah, we got a pet. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good Cerberus? Who's a good 3-headed doggy? Wait, you gotta pet the other heads. You can't just pet one head, Zagreus. I feel like death is the, it's the payout. It's the payoff for everything that you've been doing. Like, I've gathered up 3 keys, 1 diamond, 26 gems, and 200 darkness. And then as you're going through the game, like when you do your first runs, you get to unlock so many different things. You upgrade your character, you get to see where what's changed. You get to talk with the people that you've defeated in like the bosses you've killed. And I don't know, it makes the sting of death a little bit less. Like I don't mind as much in this game that I've died. Not only that, but the run times. So it kind of keeps things coming at you at a pretty fast rate. There are some other roguelikes and roguelites. Like, for example, the last spell, which we played last stream, I did one run, and I still went over time for the stream. So it was, you know, 3.5 hours to do a single run. I know, I feel like it's a lot of investment. Like, anything that you're putting your time into, anything that you're investing effort into, feels like you should feel at the end of that time that your time was worth it. And I feel like in Hades, they do a great job of making you feel like your time investment was worth it. And that's key when the genre of game that it's in, which is roguelike / roguelite, is asking you to play the game over and over and over and over again until you finally get that one good run where you finally beat, in this game, Hades, the final boss, and you finally see that big boom. Because it's all here in the lobby, you kind of don't feel like your run has finished until you go and deal with all of it. Like, you talk with everybody, you spend all your currency, you buy your upgrades, play with some of them, and then you're kind of like, okay, I forgot about my last death already. I got a whole bunch of cool stuff from that run. Let's go try another one. And that, I think, is the secret to the success of Hades. Is that not only is all of it great, like, it's all top tier, like the lore is great, the artwork is great, the gameplay is good, it's a solid game all around. But I think without the way that they structured the rewards, I don't think it would be the game that it is today.